We're at 1.67 miles. Do I go that way or should I go this way? Um, I cannot make up my mind which way I want to go. I was gonna stop at Quick Trip, which is a gas station, and I'm gonna get a corn dog. Just because I'm kind of craving one, and they're pretty cheap. They're $2. So there's a Quick Trip over there, and there's a Quick Trip over there, and I just can't decide which way I want to have to go home, because that's kind of, they're opposite ways home, basically. And I'm leaning towards this way. Although when I was originally making my plan in my head, I thought about going that way. But now that I'm actually here, I kind of want to go that way. But I don't want to break my plan. And so I'm I don't really know. I'm indecisive and I'm trying to make a choice, but it's hard. So I will just stand here for a little bit. I think for tonight I will go this way. TJ and I also walked the area that's in the other direction literally yesterday, so I haven't walked this in a while, actually. Also, this is a lot better than that side over there. I'm not sure why, but this is a lot safer. There's no ice compared to a complete sheet of ice. Alright, well, right when I say that, but it's still very avoidable compared to over there. It also is salted, so it still has texture and grip. Whereas that ice over there was pretty glare ice. Another little patch right there, but oh well. We've gone a tenth of a mile more. We're 0.79, about to get to 0.8. 1.8 miles. When I was first starting this, I wasn't really sure if I was going to follow through with recording for like this long of the walk, on the walk. Or I guess I wasn't sure if I was going to record this much of the walk. There, that's a lot better of a sentence. Oh my god. But, oh my god. I feel like I cannot talk. But I also really do want to walk more and exercise a bit more and get out of the apartment during my free time. Because even if I'm working 50 hours a week or more, I still get like a lot of, more ice. This is a little worse, but this is still better than over there. Because it's more textured, so I'm not slipping. But I still get a few hours in the day. And even though I might not have as much time as I would like to, I guess the point is that I would like to start making the time that I do have count more. Because I think I've been making the mistake where I put all of my energy into my job and work, and I haven't really been putting any energy into my personal life or taking care of my own self. And I guess, so I will say I have, but I haven't been doing it in a healthy way. I've been giving in to myself and kind of spending more than I would like to, bed rotting and doom scrolling on my phone more than I would like to. And I'm officially 175 pounds, which I've only ever hit this weight one time when I was 19, and I had gained my freshman 15, although mine was like a freshman 30. And my typical weight that I like myself to be at is about 155 pounds. So I'm about 20 pounds over what I actually want to be. When I look in the mirror, I'm not like super displeased. I do have a beer gut, but my arms and stuff are fine to me. So it's mostly just working off my beer belly and also probably stopping the drinking. But I haven't been exercising anywhere near as much as I used to. And so I would like to do that again. And I would like to vary it. I'm gonna get a new pair of rollerblades so that I can go rollerblading again. I don't mind the cold, so I'll go in winter. Like, this is good enough right here that I could skate. And like yesterday when TJ and I went sledding, I think that was really good exercise, going up and down the hill. And we had a lot of fun. unfortunately, he kind of got hurt when we tumbled. So we kind of were asking for it, I guess, because that sled was pretty small. And it was kind of dumb of us to be using it with both of us on it. But, I mean, I don't know. It was kind of stupid, but we were trying to have fun. And that's really all I can say about it. But, I think a lot of people probably understand what I mean with putting all my energy into work and then not really taking care of myself or taking care of my personal life. My dishes are, honestly, right now, they're actually fine because TJ's been doing them. Sorry. I don't have enough space on my phone to edit, so because I would have to save this entire video again, and it already is going to take up probably like at least 30 gigabytes because I'm recording in 4K. If not like 50. To be honest, like the file sizes are ridiculous, but at the same time, this is like actually professional level almost. Like, we're getting there. But as I was saying before I got distracted a lot, I just want to go for more walks. I want to go to the gym more. I guess I want to focus on things also. And it's like, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. But I have a hard time just like actually doing anything. And it's not just exercise or working out. It's like sitting down to play a game. The only games that I have been able to really play recently have been like Super Mario Galaxy or Mario Kart. And then with Mario Kart, I'm not even like finishing it. I start it and then I maybe do like one race, sometimes like one lap, and then I'm done. But Mario Galaxy and other stuff, like I'll play it and kind of beat a level or two and then go do something and then come back to it. But I would really like to actually get back into Skyrim and Zelda. I have a couple of games that I've gotten recently, and like they're from when I was a kid, and I never really got to play them fully, but I really liked them. And I'm talking more like when I was an older kid, like no younger than 11, 12. I'm not trying to play like Go Diego Go, because that was a game I liked when I was like 6. I liked Dora and stuff when I was that age. But, I'm talking more like, when I was like 11, 12, 13, and then onward, because honestly, I got my first Switch, when I was like, I think I was 15. Pretty sure I was 15. That would make sense, because it came out in 2017, and I was born in 2002, so I got it the year it came out. Pretty sure I was 15. So like, I guess everything that's come out for the Switch isn't really, it's like weird. It's kind of I could almost have nostalgia for the Switch. I actually do have some nostalgia for like the old, when we used to call it the Nintendo NX. I like to sometimes go back and look at those videos of like Nintendo NX rumors. And when people used to think that it was going to be that futuristic looking oval handheld that had no buttons, and the touchscreen was going to have like 3D touch and all this shit, so that you could feel the analog, but there wasn't going to be a real analog stick. Like, I have some nostalgia for all of that. But the Switch itself, not really. People were making up the most wild things about the Nintendo NX before it was revealed. And I remember I would watch this YouTuber called Obi-Wan Plays. And I liked him a lot more back then. I've looked him up recently, just like for the nostalgia of I used to watch this guy when I was like 17, 16, whatever, when he would make announcements. Or he would like follow Nintendo announcements and he would do reactions to them. And then he would also live stream. So I actually played like Smash Brothers with him a couple times. And at this point, he's got like 80,000 subscribers, I think. And I mean, he seems to be doing pretty well. But he's very like loud and kind of obnoxious and not really something I would watch anymore. But you find what works, I guess, and you kind of stick with it. I guess kind of like tying into earlier, because I remember part of what I was saying. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually record this much. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to do this long of a walk. Because when I first left, my legs were kind of cold. And I went back in and I put on some like socks. Like wool socks. And I just saw a group of people and I actually just like bolted the other way. Not because I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong, but I guess I just like to avoid any possible confrontation, no matter what. No matter how small. I don't know. I mean, my phone is like in front of me and stuff. I'm talking to you. Well, I'm talking to myself, kinda. Although, in this day and age, I really don't feel like it should be that strange. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, if you see someone vlogging, or if you see someone, like, recording, whatever, like, if they're not, like, actually harassing you, I don't really see why you would have a problem with it, because I guess I just feel like it's something we do nowadays. Some people choose to do it more than others. Like, that's just my personal opinion. But I know that some people think it's weird and whatever, so I kind of just avoid everybody. Even though I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, I just know it's easier to sort of, like I said, avoid any conflict that could be possible. Or even, like, I just don't want to explain myself. Like, you know, I don't want anyone... Because some people really feel entitled to know, like, what your purpose is. But I really do want to kind of do this sort of video more as well. I want to try to sorry. I want to try to have like this entire route that I just did. I want to do it at a different time of day. and like whenever I guess I can, but I want to do it when it's earlier in the evening, like so that the sun's setting, and then one in the morning when the sun is coming up or something, and then like one just in the middle of the day. And then I want to go to a couple other parks, like I want to do that at the boardwalk, and like Carson Park, the Chippewa State Trail, and I also kind of want to just upload an unedited walk, starting today, and like just I'm gonna like use it as a challenge to get myself to go on more walks. Because whenever I think about it, I'm always like, it should not be that hard for me to just walk a mile. Like, just get my stuff on, dress warm enough, and walk a mile, like, at least every day. Other than, like, what you do, just, like, doing your daily activities. But then, a lot of days I don't actually do it, so, like, at all. And so I've also really enjoyed myself for this, so I just kind of want to challenge myself and see how long I could actually do it daily. Right now we're at 2.6 miles. So 2.6 miles is almost 5K. Half a mile more and we're at 5K. 5 kilometers, which I only know that because 3.12 miles was the number that my cross-country coach always would say whenever he was doing whatever to measure how long the I guess not really like a track, but the race course was, the running course. Which I'm about a mile away from home, but I'm gonna stop and get something and everything, and I'm not gonna record while I go inside. But I'm going right over there to that lit up building, which is a gas station with no gas. I guess I've never even thought about that, but Quick Trip is supposed to be a gas station primarily. And I guess this is the one Quick Trip that does not have gas pumps that I know of. They're like 100% just sort of a grocery store. I guess more of a convenience store, but they've got enough that you could just use it as a grocery store. Which I did when I was in college. The college is over there. So, I think a lot of people are probably on break or like away from home right now. I mean, otherwise these streets would be like filled with vehicles. But I have to go to the bathroom, so can't have you guys follow me in there. But I do have to walk still like another mile, and maybe I'll record that and I'll upload it as part 2 of today's walk. But see, there's Quick Trip without any gas pumps. But I'm not going to be able to combine them to this video or like combine this video and that video, because like I said earlier, the storage space is too much to do that, so I have to upload them unedited. But as of right now, we're at 2.8 miles.